Five moons humans could colonize. Number 5. Europa. Not only is there a good chance that humans would be able to live on Europa, but it's also possible that life may already exist there. One of Jupiter's many moons, Europa has a thick icy crust, but a vast ocean is believed to be underneath it. It also has a rocky inner core, which could help to produce the correct environment to support alien life, be it simple microbes or more advanced living creatures. Studies of the expected ocean and how it cycles oxygen and hydrogen will be a good indicator for the real chances of life on Europa, as well as how real the possibility of humans being able to colonize it actually are. NASA hopes to determine whether the water reacts with the rocky core of the moon and then see if this reaction creates both heat and hydrogen, as the process does here on Earth. The study of oxidants in the icy crust will be an indicator of the amount of oxygen produced and how much of it is pushed into the ocean below. Number 4. Titan. Although it's in the outer solar system, Saturn's moon Titan is probably one of the more favorable places for humans and one that many people believe we should be looking to colonize in the future. Humans would still require breathing apparatuses, as the atmosphere is unbreathable to us. But there would be no need to wear pressurized space suits. There would, however, be a need to wear protective clothing due to the severely cold temperatures, which average -179 degrees Celsius. The gravity there would be slightly less than the gravity of our moon, which would make walking a clumsy activity, whereas traveling through the air in simple vehicles powered by nothing more than humans themselves would be relatively simple. Food production would also have to be aided by artificial light, since Titan only receives between 1/300th and 1 th/1000 th the amount of light that Earth does, depending on the amount of cloud cover. Incidentally, the clouds Titan, of which there are, offer further protection from the elements. Although there is no water on Titan, the celestial body does contain liquid methane, which has even led some scientists to theorize that life may be found there that is based on methane as opposed to water. Number 3. Miranda. Although Titania is the largest of Uranus's moons, Miranda, the smallest of the planet's 5 large moons, may prove to be a better place to set up a colony. Several of the fault cliffs of Miranda are extremely deep, in some cases nearly 12 times as deep as the Grand Canyon here on Earth. These could offer ideal places to land and set up a base that is protected somewhat from the outer elements, which would include charged, radioactive particles produced by Uranus's magnetosphere. Miranda also has no atmosphere to provide any protection from these particles. Ice exists on Miranda in abundance. Astronomers and researchers estimate it to be half of the moon's overall composition. Like Europa, there is a possibility that liquid water may exist under this ice, something that is not likely to be known for sure until it is studied at a much closer distance than we've currently managed. Liquid water would indicate significant geological activity under the surface, as Miranda is much too far away from the sun for its heat to keep the water in a liquid state. Although it is only a theory, it may be that Miranda's close proximity to Uranus and the consequent tidal forces are enough to trigger this geological activity. Number 2. Enceladus. According to some researchers, not only would Enceladus, one of Saturn's main moons, be a good place to set up a colony and observe the ringed planet, but it might also be the place most likely to already support life. Enceladus is covered in ice, but it has been observed spewing ice particles high into space from geyser-like jets. Samples have been collected and analyzed by the Cassini spacecraft, which detected liquid water, nitrogen and organic carbon. It is theorized that the best location to set up a base on the ice world would be close to where the plumes originated, huge cracks on the surface of the ice at its south pole. They are known as Enceladus tiger stripes. The heat produced in this region is roughly equivalent to 20 coal-fired power stations and could be utilized by potential colonists as a heat source. There would be plenty of craters and ridges to explore and potentially be utilized as bases as well, but the Moon's atmosphere is very thin at best, as is its gravity, which would make moving around quite difficult. Number 1, Charon. As NASA's New Horizons space probe made its way to Pluto, it also sent back amazing images of the dwarf planet's largest moon, Charon. These images sparked a debate among scientists as to whether or not geological activity is present, due to surface of Charon appearing to be much younger than scientists had predicted. Although there are cracks on Charon's surface, it seems to be relatively free of asteroid markings and craters, which according to the New Horizons research team, could suggest that Charon is an active world. The cracks themselves are similar to the lava tubes found on our moon and would be perfect for setting up a human research base or colony. It is thought that Charon has a very thin atmosphere, which would be a further indicator of geological activity if it is proven to be coming from within the moon itself.